Okay, this is the City of Alpine Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for 27 April 2006. It is 5:42 p.m. I'm going to call the meeting to order. City Secretary, do we have a quorum?
Yes, we do have a quorum.
And was notice posted?
Yes, notice of this meeting was posted 3 business days.
Okay. All right. We're going to start with public comments. Anybody in attendance who desires to speak to the board on an item in the agenda may speak during this section. You get 3 minutes to speak. And of course, no comments from the P&Z itself. Any public comments? Seeing none, we will move on to public hearings. Public hearings. We're going to invite members of the public to address each of the items listed in the section. Comments made during this section are limited to the topic of each public hearing. Attendees, of course, must be physically present or they can be on TV too. So I don't see anybody on TV. We'll start with A. Public hearing to obtain citizen views and comments regarding ordinance 2026-0501 and ordinance approving rezone application 2026-0501, amending the official zoning map of the city of rezoning the property located at 901 East Gallego and legally described as all of lots number 9, 10, south 83.02 feet, feet of lot 1, and 2, block 34 Harrison addition to the city of Alpine, Brewster County, Texas, and the same appears in the map of the plat records. On file with the city of with the office of the county clerk, Brewster County, Texas. Rezoning of the subject property is going from R4 mixed residential district to C1 neighborhood commercial district, providing finding of fact, repeal of severability, effective date, proper notice, and hearing clauses. Are there any comments on the rezone? This is a rezone. This will be rezoned from R4 to C1. Anybody? I drove by the property.
We'll talk about that later, right?
Yeah.
During discussion, I
Yep.
discuss. This is just for public hearing.
Okay, any public here, any public comments on that? Okay, none. Public hearing to obtain citizen views and comments regarding special use permit 2026-0501, allowing the applicant Han Nguyen to establish a coin-operated amusement machine business game room. This subject property is located at 200 West Murphy. The property owner of record is Teresa Nguyen. Property ID is 12124. No public comments. No public hearing to obtain citizen views and comments regarding special use permit 2026-0502 regarding the applicant Han Nguyen to establish a coin-operated amusement machine business game room. Subject property is located at 2000 East Highway 90. Property owner is Vimal Patel. Property identification is 13341. No comments. Public hearing to obtain citizen views and comments regarding special use permit application 2026-0503, allowing the applicant, Aaron Hess, the Club LLC, to obtain a wine and malt beverage on-premise permit from the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission. The subject property is located at 2801 East Highway 90. The property owner of record is James and Hillary Yarborough. The property identification is 13348. Any comments? You can step up and no comments. Okay. Approval of the minutes of the previous board meeting, last board meeting, March 23rd, regular board meeting. Is there a motion to approve? Or any comments? Any comments on the? You have to
Second.
All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Motions are approved. Okay, action item. Here we go. I feel like reading the whole thing again. Vio, can you read A?
Sure. Action item A is approve a recommendation to the city council to approve ordinance 2026-0501. An ordinance approving rezone application 2026-0501, amending the official zoning map of the city by rezoning the property located at 901 East Gallego and legally described as all lots number 9, 10. The south 83.07 feet of lot 1 and 2, block 34 in Hancock Edition, the city of Alpine, Brewster County, Texas. As the same appears in the map or plat records on file in the office of the county clerk, Brewster County, Texas. Rezoning the subject property from R4 mixed residential district to C1 neighborhood commercial district, providing findings of fact for dealers, severability, effective date, proper notice, and hearing clauses.
Thank you. Oh, we
make a motion to.
have a motion to approve.
Oh,
Okay, we can just begin our discussions.
We just need a second on that as well.
Lori, will you second it?
Yes,
Okay.
sorry.
Yes.
We're the only two.
All
here,
right.
yes.
Perfect.
And Matt, yeah.
Yeah, Robert can comment, right? Just can't vote.
Okay, so this is right next to Skeleton.
This is right next, right behind the
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the east side. So
That's great.
Is that the fence top? That's the one with the fence around, it, right?
To have
Yeah.
all the dogs.
Used to have all the dogs.
So-
You said, it looks
Definitely.
great now.
I
I've been
know.
It does look
watching
great.
this go down. Any comments from the neighborhood?
Yeah, we did mail letters within 200 feet as required by law. And we did not receive any feedback or objections, and then the letters there, it's recommended that they come to the meeting.
Okay,
If they object, I had one call from Joe Macias, that he's like maybe a block over. And he asked me, hey, what's this about? And then I explained, well, it's Nancy Lavila, she's doing Brown Dog Gardens on
Yeah.
Murphy Street,
Yeah.
multiple locations. And she's wanting to open up like a plant nursery there, and he's like, well, okay, yeah, that's
it's
fine.
a great
I
location, I
think it's a
think.
perfect location. Yeah.
Yes.
Look at it.
I'm very familiar with it. A nursery back there. but-
Yep.
Any further comments? How about you make your comment if you want?
I mean, to me, it sounds great because we're already paid attention to all of our rezones over the last, say like 2-ish, 3-ish years. We've already been changing a lot of that to commercial. The council's already said multiple times and our, I guess, previous P and Z. We've had some turnover, but this all stated that they're in agreements with that. 118 going south, it makes sense to be commercial, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right against a commercial line.
Right, yeah, that
It's
too,
not,
it's,
it's not in the middle of a neighborhood.
right, it's contiguous, yes,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I'm good to vote.
I think we're good to vote. We're ready to vote. We'll have to see an aye vote, all hands to vote. Looks like it's unanimous.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Lori, do you want to read B,
No,
please? No, you don't want to? Okay. Lisa, can you read B?
Approve a recommendation to the city council to approve special use permit 2026-05-01, allowing the applicant Con Dugan to establish a coin operated amusement machine business game room. The subject property is located at 200 West Murphy. The property owner on record is Teresa Nugent, and the property identification number is 12124.
We have a motion to approve discussion there.
All motion to approve.
can someone, where exactly is that?
You got a second.
It's Little Mexico.
Oh,
Got a second
yes,
before we
I'll
talk.
second.
Okay,
What do you mean slow?
it's the old Little Mexico.
Oh,
It's
okay,
on Murphy Street.
Where
past
Boston
Tom's.
Opinions used to be.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So it's already
Hasn't been there.
Right
though,
now,
I
it is
think.
not a game.
It
So-
was.
It was a game.
it was a game room, right?
So what happened is the applicant actually was like, the property was purchased by somebody else, and then they kicked the applicant out to open their own there. Like the
Oh,
previous
okay.
one was
Okay.
operating there.
That's a
And
multi-
the
I'm like, I
previous-
remember seeing it
The
there.
previous one who was operating at the Murphy location is now the other applicant for the location on Highway 9.
Oh, okay. And these are legal, obviously, I guess, in the city.
Yeah, we basically have an ordinance, and I'm glad you brought that up, because I just wanted to mention, these can get kind of controversial, but as a planning and zoning commissioner, it's important that you basically apply the regulations that are contained in the ordinance and don't go just off of, your own personal opinion, like, I don't like it. Your responsibility is to find like something that's against the ordinance or the regulation. You want to discipline it. Just because, like I said, I don't think it can be a little controversial at times. But what the city did a few years ago is we have tried limiting them. We did limit them to 4 maximum within the city. But there are certain reasons that they wouldn't qualify. One is like a distance requirement from churches and schools. That's like a valid reason for ordinance to deny it. Another one is licensing eligibility, like whether or not, you know, they meet the requirements. Background related under deployments, but other than that, you know.
We did not make parking a,
Parking is not included under the current ordinance, but. it
And
can always
are
be-
those things,
Revisit.
are those, they are approved and all that stuff?
but the city is approved for, but then right now the city has none.
We have 0 right now.
Right.
So these two would be 2 of the 4 maximum that we allow in our limit.
In public comments from the
Well, we
neighbors there?
Sent notifications within 200 feet and we haven't received any.
Okay,
What about, isn't there a third location, one that's near True Values Garden Center?
that's like a game room.
Oh,
That's like
that's
a game.
That's yeah, like
it-
video games.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what that is, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's actually mercantile.
These ones are coin operated machines, so they're basically like slot machines type.
Well, I know that other one has been there and there's been no complaints from anyone that I know.
Yeah, and I mean, they have certain regulations they have to keep up with as well. That's why some have gotten shut down because they're not following rules.
Yeah, I couldn't get in there. I wanted to go check the bathroom, so I could, but I couldn't get in, but are restrooms required?
There's 2 restrooms in that.
So our building official, they would be required to have a certificate of occupancy, and that'll be our building official doing that inspection.
And the city approved it, so checked it out. No,
I would imagine.
Just.
I mean, it's been approved before, right? And
right,
So
yeah,
as long as they didn't make any altercations, which if they did, it would also be permitted and inspected as well. So
Okay.
I would say based off of the way the system is, they should be in compliance.
and they're subject to inspection anytime if they're open.
From my understanding, they are subject to the police department ensuring that they are following the regulations, that they're not giving, or you're not winning actual money and stuff like that, that it's like gifts, certificates and stuff like that.
I've never been in one of those. How does the money system actually work?
Couldn't
Is it
tell you,
credit
I've never
card?
been in one.
Huh?
So you'll pay money, from my understanding, but you, like, if you win anything, it's like in prizes. So it's like, if you could imagine like an adult version of like Dave and Buster's or Chuck E. Cheese or Mr. Gaddy. or
Green
something like
stamps or
that,
something,
yeah.
okay.
Like you're gonna spend your money playing these games and you're just gonna get like a prize back.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
Well,
It's very busy.
Yes,
Well,
when they
month,
were,
the lease is
when they were there.
$5,000 a month.
Very, very busy.
how much?
$5,000
A month, a month makes some money. So,
Yeah. So it's legal, we kind of,
it's legal, we have to have a reason to deny, otherwise we'll,
and nobody's come up with any.
so as far as our discussion goes,
No reason. We're not making a judgment call. on the place, we're just.
Yeah,
Recommendation or not. so they don't.
yeah, I
Right.
guess we have to go, yeah.
let me know when you're ready to vote, Lisa. You too. You ready?
Sure.
Do we have a motion to approve? Right, show of
It
hands,
was already, it was already made by Lisa,
Oh.
seconded by the word.
okay,
So y'all can take a vote.
so we can take a vote now, so vote to approve. All right,
I just don't know enough about it, but I think,
I don't,
cause it's totally,
I mean, it meets all of the.
okay,
Yeah.
so, oh, vote,
Yeah, we aren't making a judgment call
Yeah.
on it, just whether or not they're following.
send it
stuff.
to the city
Right.
council.
That's someone else's job.
vote is unanimous, okay. So I'll read this, I'll read C. Approve recommendation of city council approve use permit 2026-0502, allowing the applicant Hong Wen to establish a coin operated amusement machine business game room. Subject property is located at 2000 East Highway 90. Property's owner record is Binal Patel. Property identification is 13341. You have a motion to approve?
Oh, motion?
I'll second.
Motion, we can begin discussion.
So this is the old building that used to have machines, right, in the center?
So, this one is going to be, it used to be known as the Press Box, it's across from Pizza Hut. And he actually had a permit approved for this location already. But what happened is he didn't pay his annual license fee, which is pretty expensive. It's $1,000 and then it's $100 for the permit fee. He didn't pay it and he came to us saying, well, do I have to start over again? The ordinance is clear, like if it lapses, you're gonna have to start the whole process over again. So that's where we're at now, because he had actually had the application at 200 West Murphy and the application active at the same time, but he didn't bring it one time and it lapsed.
Okay, and this is in the middle of the Value Lodge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that used to be a hotel, I mean, a restaurant.
Oh, okay. It looked like,
Many years.
So
looks
I'm
like it had
confused.
those.
There's a church right up that road.
If it's within 300 feet, then you would have a reason to recommend denial.
I think the church is more,
It's 300 feet.
it is 300 feet. Okay.
I know it's real close.
I just drove by the building today and it looks in terrible shape. It's not ready to be turned into anything right now. Doesn't look like it. Look like there's construction going on inside or something that's just kind of laying there.
Are we sure it's far enough away? Who makes that judgment?
I'm taking a look right now.
Because it's very, very close from where the edge of it would go over the edge of the property of that church, right?
Because I was aware of Saw Ross, but I forgot about the church. Because Saw Ross
The
is.
church is right there.
yeah, I don't know where their property line,
And with-
Church
I think
Road.
that needs to be checked out. We literally just right on that hill.
Yeah.
That property goes all the way down. And I think that's the only thing. I mean, they
Is the
made.
church even in city limits then?
It is. I mean, that church is, yeah, it's
Yeah, I think it is.
people call it the church on the hill.
It's the one
I
that
don't
has
know
the
the
garage
official.
sales.
Huh?
Has the garage sales all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how far the church property comes down. I think it comes down probably to that cattle guard.
I believe so.
I think that it
That
might
cattle guard would be
come, that cattle guard will be 300 feet.
too
Yeah.
close, I think.
Yeah.
I'm taking a look here.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like it's well over 300 feet. It's approximately 1,389.
Not the building itself, but I think that driveway, is it, whose driveway is that? I think it's the church driveway.
I mean, I just measured it. You can measure it on Google Maps to get the approximate, and that's what it's saying is the 1,330 feet away.
So- It's 0.2 miles distance walking. But I don't know where their property line is.
That's what I think you should find out where that property line is. I mean, I would want to know where that property line
So
is.
0.2 is right what Gio's getting at.
I realize the
Because,
church
I
is
believe the
probably,
ordinance actually is very clear on that. It's from front door to front door, not property line.
oh,
Okay,
okay,
so
All right.
you're at 1,000 feet
okay.
plus.
And he operated, I don't remember a game room there. so-
He never opened, he just had an active permit.
Ah.
He didn't renew on time and he asked if he could keep it active and we said, no, you have to go through the process again because we don't have discretion under the current ordinance to.
And
allow it.
is there a requirement, once he gets a permit, how long does he have to, until he opens the business?
It's really up to him. We don't have any kind of stop clock or any of the ordinance requiring him to do it within a certain time frame, but we do require them to pay their annual permanent license fee. In January of each year, which is $1,100 a year. Plus, they have to pay taxes on each machine.
And what's the distance from the Sol Ross property? Because isn't there some rule?
So that's front.
Oh, that's
door to
even
front
further
door,
than that.
I believe.
It's even
as
The
well.
door.
So it still goes from the
The
door?
door, Gallego. Yeah.
It's not the property line.
You don't break the laws.
Yeah, that would be.
We don't. Gallego. Check right here, but I'm pretty sure it's door to door.
I thought it might be a little different since it's a university.
I don't believe so. I mean, I really think that the spirit of it was meant to be not really near school and it's vacant land, even though it's owned by the school. You know, I'm pretty sure. It is front door to front door.
If we kind of the horse trough, that'd be pretty.
So it says, the location of any skill or pleasure. Coin operated machine establishment is hereby prohibited where The place is within 300 feet of any church or school. The measurements of this distance between locations shall be along the property lines of the streets, fronts, and from front door to front door, and in a direct line across intersections.
So property of the street?
Shall be along the property lines of the street fronts and from front door to front door.
Okay,
I think it meets the requirements.
I believe that's as well.
If he's gonna start anything, because it does not look in good shape right now, but,
and that becomes the
anything else?
city, the inspection stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, and it still has to
Then-
go
then it's-
through
then it's not up to us.
the council.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
All right,
we'll take a motion to vote. You go ahead and vote. In favor, vote aye.
I,
Is it unanimous?
Thank you.
Okay. And Robert, you haven't done anything. Do you want to read these?
Approve a recommendation to the city council to approve special use permit application 2026 TAC 05, TAC 03, allowing the applicant Aaron Hess, the Club LLC, to obtain a wine and malt beverage on-premise permit for the Texas Alcohol Beverage Commission. The subject property is located at 28101 East State Highway 90. The property owner of record is James and Hillary Yarborough. The property identification number is 13348.
All right, we have a motion to approve.
all motion?
Second.
Okay, discussions. I'd go by there today. I think you did too, Lisa, right?
In the past, yeah, it's a
Okay.
great spot.
So any comments on?
You know what this
Tell me,
is?
no,
So this is at the old
Right next
taxidermy
to the
location,
The taxidermy. The old taxidermy shop.
and
oh,
it's gonna
okay.
be like a family. Like a place where the families can go do some golfing, like,
Little sports bar with golf games.
yeah.
It's
like
gonna be a
it-
virtual
nice.
like Top Golf.
It could be
Yeah.
really cool for our area, right?
I love that.
Yeah, and family oriented from what I took from it.
Oh, that's great.
And
Yeah.
it sounds like the facility
Yeah.
is,
Parking, no
Great.
problem.
No, there's lots of parking.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's unfortunate because we did pass an ordinance that would have allowed us to automatically approve some commercial, but we had some issues when passing that, so this designation didn't get.
I was wondering about
Yeah,
that.
we are looking at maybe making a recommendation to council members to update it to include the specific zoning, maybe along the highways or something like that, might help us kind of
Okay,
have to avoid.
yeah, I was
Cut
wondering
some
why we
stuff, Yeah. Yep,
got this, so,
Yep.
yeah,
Awesome.
I don't have
It's
any
a great location.
questions or.
Again, in the middle of commercial.
Okay, yep. All right, further comment? No, we'll go ahead and ready to vote. All in favor, vote aye.
I,
It's unanimous.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving on to 7, board member comments.
welcome Lori.
Yeah,
Oh,
welcome, Lori.
thanks.
Yep. You don't know what you're getting into.
Not like being called 5 minutes.
I appreciate it.
Without you, we wouldn't be having it. All right, it is, I was gonna say 18:05, because it is 18:05, but 6:05 PM in civilian time. Motion to adjourn, motion to,
Wow,
the meeting is adjourned.
that was sweet.
Nice and sweet, right?
Nice and
Yep.
sweet.
Uh-huh.